Thank you, and thank you so much, Ambassador, for your time. My name is Sara Fernández from the Center for Justice and Peace, Cepaz, in Venezuela. My question is regarding the situation in Venezuela, which has been previously discussed. Members of the Council, during the last years, international mechanisms have documented systematic human rights violations in the country. The fact-finding mission found that since 2014, Venezuelan authorities have planned and executed serious human rights violations, some of which amount to crimes against humanity. And the mission is expected to publish the new report this September. So I wanted to ask you if you think that there are any common grounds on which the members of the Security Council could work in order to prevent an escalation of violence in the country and the perpetration of atrocity crimes? And how would you view the possibility of the fact-finding mission briefing the members of the Council on their findings when the new report is published? This would allow the members to have more information about the crimes committed and also in how they impact peace and security in the region. Thank you.
Thank you. Ambassador, please.
Situation in Venezuela is concerned, question of Sara. It's a tragedy because the more we look at it, the more we see Venezuela going down, etc. The humanitarian situation is deteriorating by the day. Refugees are going to Colombia, and they don't stay. And there is not only there is the absence of any political progress in Venezuela, but there is just the impression that the regime is stronger than before, and the army continues to support the regime. So there is no magical solution. I think there are just concerns by the US, by Europe, and we'll continue to do what it takes to provide humanitarian relief, even if it's difficult, to support a transition in Venezuela. To be honest, and I mentioned that earlier, I think the way Venezuela was addressed in the Security Council 2 years ago has been a mistake, because instead of keeping a reasonable degree of unity and pushing veto, which was just, good news for Maduro. The council is now paralyzed, blocked, because China and Russia defend Maduro. So we may, and I think we should at some stage get back to the situation in Venezuela and look what is feasible. But and maybe at some stage send a fact-finding mission. I remember that Michelle Bachelet have been there at some stage 2 years ago. Michelle Bachelet visited, and maybe she should go again. But it's really difficult because there is no progress on the political track, and the current regime doesn't seem to be weak now. I think, unfortunately, it's really bad. So, but let's keep in touch.